45. Yes. It's coming up. Please still give me in the chat where you're joining us from. Put it in the chat for me. Faith, I see you. Faith from Lagos, I see you. Thank you for joining us. Faith is a team member. Thank you so much, Faith, for all you do with the team. Okay, we are live. All right. Awesome. So yes, I was about to give you a quote I saw, and it was really interesting. What was the quote? It says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. When I saw that, I was like, this is our show. But it's really something to think about. You know, many of us were raised to believe that financial success comes solely from hard work. But the real game changer is learning how to make money work for you. And that's what we're going to be getting tonight from our amazing guest speaker. If you're excited to know, if you've heard about her, if you've listened, I have listened to her, I have heard about her, and I'm really, really, really excited tonight. So get ready. Get your notes ready, get your questions ready. You're going to be learning a lot tonight. I'm just setting the tone so that you get ready. If you need to get water, get water. If you need to get biro, get it. Get your books ready. You're going to have a blast tonight. Oyeronke from Benin City, thank you so much for joining us. It's so good to have you here. And this is Power to Know. I'm going to be playing our profile in just a bit to tell you a little bit about us. If this is your first time joining us, you are in for a great time. So I'll be playing that shortly, and you get to know more about Power to Know. Please put it in the chat that you're ready and you're excited for tonight. I can see the excitement in the chat. Please put it in the chat for me. Put the emojis. How are you feeling? How ready are you for tonight? I am yes, I see the excitement. I am very ready. Awesome. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming while we have this playing. All right. Please let me know in the chat with a 1 if you can see my screen and you can hear what I'm playing. Put it in the chat for me that you can see my screen and you can hear. Just put it in the chat for me so that I know 1. Okay, 1 she can see. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tulu.
Let me see that my mic is...
Okay.
Welcome to Power to Know, your gateway to financial freedom and personal growth in the exponential digitized world. Unleash your financial potential in 2025. Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Power to Know is here to revolutionize your approach to wealth creation and personal development. We're not just financial coaches, we're your partners in success, dedicated to transforming your financial dreams into reality. The GoPass Framework, your blueprint for success. Our innovative GoPass framework is the secret sauce to your financial empowerment. Unlock multiple income streams that work for you 24/7. Organize. Master your finances with cutting-edge budgeting and debt-busting strategies. Preserve. Build your wealth with smart saving strategies and protection plans. Amplify. Supercharge your investments for maximum growth. Sustain. Achieve lasting and generational financial independence and stability. Why choose Power to Know? Proven results. Our evidence-based strategies have helped countless individuals and businesses thrive. Personalized approach, tailored coaching that adapts to your unique financial journey. Accountability. We don't just set goals, we ensure you crush them. Holistic development. Go beyond finances. Unlock your full potential in all areas of life. Our 2025 mission, your financial triumph. This year, we're laser-focused on one goal, helping you thrive financially. Whether you're drowning in debt or looking to multiply your wealth, Power to Know has the tools and expertise to guide you. Take action now. Don't let another year slip by without taking control of your financial destiny. Join Power to Know today and create sustainable wealth. Achieve true financial independence. Realize your fullest potential. Are you ready to rewrite your financial story? Power to Know is your pen, and 2025 is your blank page. Let's create your masterpiece together. Join us now and unlock the power of knowledge, action, and accountability. Your journey to financial freedom starts here.
Well, okay, so you're welcome to the Power to Know webinar once again. And right now we're diving right in. I can see our pro coach ready for us tonight, looking, Oh yeah, put it in the chat for me. I'm going to welcome coach. Our speaker is here already. I can't see any excitement in the chat. I'm going to be yielding the mic to Coach Mo. Please help me welcome our coach, your coach, my coach. And yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. You're welcome. Good evening from my end. I hope you're doing well.
Good evening, Mrs. B. Good evening, everybody. How are you today? It's amazing. It's an amazing time to be here. We always here every month. We are here to give the knowledge required for you to be able to get to this place of understanding where application becomes easier. That is my first word. No be do is when you go through the phase of knowledge, you get to the place of understanding, which makes application easier. Most of the time, we jump from knowledge to application, and that is where the problem is. But when you know something, you understand the why, applying it to the wisdom place makes it a lot easier. And today we are talking about multiple streams of income. Look, let's talk about it. You cannot really build wealth if you mostly your main source of income is tied to your active exchange of your hours. If you go and study and look at the wealthiest people on earth, they do not only leverage their time in terms of making money, they actually leverage other things called passive income. That means it is a passive way of making money. That means when you're sleeping, you are making money. And today, we have an amazing, if you can put double doctor in the name, she's a lawyer. I can tell you that she's a lawyer, she's a doctor. When I go through all the things, when you start reading people's name, you will say this thing and they will say CFA, CMM, this is this, FBI, everything. So I'm not even going to attempt to do that. Today we're bringing you the amazing, I call her Coach T. He is Dr. Timmy Ajira. There is nobody else I think will be able to do a better justice to you understanding, number one, what is passive income to start with? And actually, are there different ways you can actually make income the passive way? And number two is, what are the practical steps? See, this is where most of us struggle. We said, okay, fine, they can say we should go and do this, but where do I go about it? She will give us some secret sources, some steps, some 5 steps, 7 steps, 10 steps, 12 steps for us to be able to get to where we need to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take your time because it is not me talking. I am here with my pen. See, I take notes as well because I must also benefit from this. But before we start, let us just give you a quick preview on who Dr. Timmy Ajbewa is. There we go.
Dr. Temi Ajibewa is an award-winning and highly sought-after financial freedom advocate, personal brand monetization coach, and digital wealth creation strategist. As a US government-recognized individual with extraordinary abilities, Dr. Temi works as an expert in the strategic, tactical, and transactional aspects of sales and marketing, development and implementation of policies, programs, practices, and frameworks that support organizational growth in her company, Win or Win International LLC. Dr. Temi is the founder of the Millionaire Housewife Academy, a foremost edu-tech platform for women to leverage on technology in order to create impact, influence, and income from their homes. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, certified John Maxwell Disc personality trainer, results coach, NLP practitioner, and personal brand monetization consultant. Dr. Temi is currently on a mission to provide financial literacy services to 100,000 savvy individuals in America by the year 2030.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please, with your emojis, all the emojis you can find, can you please welcome today Dr. Timmy Ajira. Coach T, how are you doing today?
Yay.
I'm not seeing the emojis. Go on, yes, roll drumming, all the emojis you can find. There we go, there we go. Keep going, keep going. Let us please welcome her. Whoop, 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 whoop. I love that. Coach C, I'm going to yield the stage to you right away, ma'am. It's great to
Thank
have you.
you.
We don't want to take too much of your time because I know you just actually finished from a
Thank
particular
you.
program for you to get on this one. So I won't take too much of your time. So the floor is yours, ma'am. Take us to the
Thank you.
moon. We're good to
Thank
go.
you. Thank you
God
so
bless,
much,
ma'am.
Coach Mo. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be, I mean, it's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you, everyone. I celebrate you. Thank you, Coach Mo, for the opportunity, for the platform, for the work you do, for having the burden in your heart. And I want to say thank you to your team, especially, the follow-up, the emails, the all the arrangements. Thank you for doing it all to bring me here today. Welcome to me and welcome to everyone here. Okay, so we are going to have a great time. I believe so. One of my superpowers is coaching. Yeah, so I have the gifts of clarity, execution, and speed. So basically, I love to get things done, and I also love a very, very engaging community. I love what our coordinator said when she came on board. She talked about the quote she saw from Warren Buffett that said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work till you die. That's like the classical quote that is made for passive income. But before I go on, I want to really celebrate those of you who are here today, because it means that you are taking the matter of your financial freedom really seriously. It's amazing how many people would spend time and money on pleasurable things, on things that would not shift their lives forward. And they would ignore, they would make excuses to show up for their own education. So that you are here, I would like you to give your favorite emoji to yourself in the comments. Like, just give yourself your favorite emoji, and I will do the same as well. Like, this is me just telling myself, tell me, well done. Well done for being here. Well done for being here. So I'm gonna give myself three. Is it three, or let me make it seven? 5, 6, 7. Yeah. My favorite emoji is right there in the chat. That's just to me. And I'm saying well done. Well done, Timmy. Well done for being here. Well done for taking taking yourself seriously and for being here to help those people. Well, well done, well done. Okay, thank you, everyone. Right, I want to do a quick poll, if I'm allowed to. I want to do a quick poll. Please, in the chat, kindly drop your country. I want to see where most of us are based. I know this is a global platform, so let me know your country. Just give me your country. I see UK, Nigeria. Okay, so I want to see who we have more of here. And even though the principles of money are universal, the applications are not. The applications of the principles, they are not. I wish they were, but they are not. Yes, because the system you live in goes a long way to determine how you will arrange things. So I see we have more people in Nigeria and the UK, and just one person in the US. That's interesting. I see Angela Jefferson is in the US. Okay. Any more US people? Apart from myself and Coach Mo, of course. Okay, so we have more of you in Nigeria and in the UK. Okay, that's fantastic. Now, I also want to know how many of you are employees and how many of you are entrepreneurs. So if an employee, just put in the chat one. And if you are primarily an entrepreneur, put in the chat 1 1. 1 1. If you're an entrepreneur, put in the chat 1 1. Okay, I see a lot of people here are career professionals, so I'm seeing the ones coming in. Okay, UB is 1 and also a 1 1. Okay, so if you are both, and not that it's a side hustle for you, like you are fully an entrepreneur and also fully have a job, put a 111 in the chats. Like, you know for sure that your business is running, is profitable, is growing, like you can pass as an entrepreneur fully, and you also have a job that you run, put 3 ones in the chat. Okay. No, you cannot do half. No, you should either have a job and if you don't have a job or even have a business, I'm sorry, this class may be above your grade. It may be above your grade, and that is just the reality. So Coach Mo would want to bring on onto the platform someone who can teach you on how to start earning something, right? You may want to, talk to a career coach or an entrepreneurial coach to help you start something, because you need to have the money for you to start anything. Like, money is the very beginning. I mean, earning is the very, very beginning of passive income. You need to have active income for passive income to make sense. Okay. So I see there are more ones here. Fantastic. You guys are why I'm here. Now, I want to know, for those of you who understand the topic of today, I want to see at least 10 answers in the chat. Why are you here? Like, what brought you here? Like, just think about it. And it may be a bit of a challenge for some of you to tell, but try and come up with one answer. No answer is wrong. Just tell me, like, why are you here? Why are you here? Okay, power to know. What's your name, please? Okay, sorry. Don't worry, don't worry. I just that you are the power to know. You are the timber and caliber of this. You are the admin. Okay, I was going to ask that. Like, until I can talk to you. UB says, I want to sleep well and wake up with no idea. Okay, so please tell me in the chats, why are you here? Like, why are you in this class? To hear what the possibilities are. Okay, Lamboye. So Laboye Umole, yes. So I'm going to pick on Laboye and maybe two other people who give me a very, very solid answer, right? So I am a coach. I hope you know that, right? And coaching here means that we are doing this interactively, right? I'm not here to speak to you because I often make the assumption that my audience are full of very intelligent people, and I'm often right. Okay, my audience are always usually super smart people who have books in their library, people who have read at one time or the other, people who have read from books, Robert Kiyosaki, they've read Think and Grow Rich. They've like usually the room I speak are a room full of very intelligent, smart, well-educated people. And I don't think I'm wrong this time around. So I don't think so. For Coach Mo to be the one here and to be his community, I know he must be doing a great job with all of us here. So I hear you, Laboye. UB says, wake up to alerts, okay? Sleep, wake up to alerts, okay? Learn how to make other sources of income, okay? So learn more about how to build a sustainable possible. Okay. Learn how to make more income, okay? To skill and remember. Okay, so Promise used a beautiful word I love, 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 love. He said to scale, okay? So Laboye says the possibilities. That means you just want the education to know what is possible for you, okay? And then Promise says to maximize, okay? I'm taking notes. Maximize. So maximizing assumes that you have something going already, right? It means you have something going already. Yeah. And Tolu used the best what I like to I like to see, working less. Oh my goodness. I love, love, love that one. Just work less and make more money. That is my reason for doing things. Okay, so now I know why we are here. And I know we all know what passive income is. And in case we don't know, I'll just give you in one sentence, what it is. Passive income basically is when you earn money without being responsible for the actions that brought the money. without being actively responsible for 100% of the actions that brought in the money. Please, the word I want you to qualify here is 100%. 100%. Why? Because other people can work for you and it becomes your passive income. Technology can work for you and it becomes your passive income. And very importantly, you may have been the one to do the work upfront before the money works for you. So I've told you now that there are 3 ways you can earn the passive income. Number 1, you have other people doing the work for you, other people's time, OPT, right? We also have where technology is doing the work for you. Okay, that's number 2. We also have where you have done the work up front, like you did the whole thing, you went all in, spent weeks, months working up front, and then you're done. You're like, oh yes, now you've put a system together and now you get to earn some money. Now let me give you an example of all these 3. So you have a business, or you buy a business, or you invest into a business, right? And there are people, or there's someone who is doing the work for you. So I began my first buying into a business in 2010, either 10 or 11. Let me just say 11 to be safe. And it was my friend, Oduayo in Lagos. Is it Lagos now? Yeah, Lagos, who had a fish pond. Okay, he had a fish pond in his mom's house and he was doing very well. And he called me up, hey Tammy, I was at Unilag, studying for my law degree after I had finished from LASU. Do we have any Akokite in the room? Right. I also went to LASU, so I'm Lagos through and through when it comes to education, all through my school. Well, I went to Ojere, that's in Abeokuta, for my ND in mass communication. But hey, let me not digress. So Odoya called me and then he said, oh, I want to invest in this business. We've done this number, so and so and so. And I gave him, I think about 200,000 naira or something, thereabout. So maybe a little less or a little more. And he began to give me returns, right? I was earning money from that business. I was not in the business. I was not doing anything. My money was was my investment in the work. He was literally working for me and I made money from that. I think that was my very first introduction into passive income, right? The next one I did was this online platform where I was working online, right? I did some jobs online. This was in 2012, I believe. I did some stuff online. They tell you to fill some surveys and all of that. And then later on, you begin to get paid. So you work in advance a ton, and then you get paid later. So that's also another one. Then, of course, as I grew my brand as a thought leader, as a coach, I began to step into, okay, well, the second part, yeah, okay, so I told you about where technology, human beings work for you. Then we have where technology works for you. That is where I talked about doing some stuff online. I worked up front on the online space, and then what I had put together as a system began to earn me money. Then in 2016, I had a really big break in September of 2016. What happened? I learned how to digitize my sales process. So I had learned to teach what I know as somebody who had a body of knowledge. And the body of knowledge was basically me knowing how to buy and sell data bundles, internet data bundles, right? Mobile internet data bundles. And I would buy them in bulk and I was selling bits. I was making so much money from home. My brand name was The Millionaire Housewife. I was doing well, making like 100K, 200K, sometimes 300,000 naira from home, while I was also nursing my baby. And I met with a guy, Ronald, who introduced me to how to sell properly online. So this guy introduced me into digital marketing, sales funnels, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, sign me up. And this guy was a sales coach, digital marketing coach. And he practically helped me to buy my domain name. He helped me to set up my MailChimp, yeah. And then my hosting with Hostinga and so on and so forth. No, Google hosts in Nigeria and all of that. And he also taught me to set up adverts. So I was working, I was doing all the work, I think since like April, May. So all through April, I bought my domain name in April, got into MailChimp in May. I was creating the ebook, everything in June. July, I was still working. And by August, he taught me how to set up adverts, Facebook ads. And so I put up the ad, and in 3 weeks, I had made over 2 million naira. 2 million naira in 3 weeks. This was in 2016, 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago. And it was a big deal for me because I was even in school, I was in law school, about to write my final exams, when I was just seeing the alerts coming in. Like it was literally a case of sleep, wake up to money, sleep, wake up to money, right? And I knew it was the work I had done upfront, plus the technology I had deployed that made that money begin to come in. So it was coming in gradually. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Before I knew it, in 3 weeks, I did over 2 million naira. Back then, that's about $5,000, right? Within 3 weeks, doing nothing at that moment. Why? Because I had written the book, created the whole learning system for my students, and they will see my ad on Facebook. They will click the link and they would buy. Click the link and they would buy. And I was doing nothing after that. And that was my introduction to monetizing my knowledge online, right? And then today, now, what happens for me now as for passive income is I have tons of digital products, ebooks, webinars, online courses, even coaching packages I have created, programs I have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago that people are still buying. They are still buying these courses, $7 there, $15 there, $25 there, $197 there, $997 there for a course. And it's literally coming to me without me doing any extra work. So these are all like the examples for passive income is as wide as you can think. It's as wide as you are willing to commit to it. And this is, what brings me to the question. Why don't enough people make passive income? Those of you in Nigeria, you may know this guy, what's his name now? Wale Jano is the CEO, or at least he used to be, I knew him to be the CEO of Sapphire Sense, right? I remember in 2018 or so, investing with Sapphire Sense, I put in money, with his company, and Wale was giving me returns every quarter. I was putting in money. I did mutual funds. I was getting some dividends every quarter or maybe every twice a year, right? So there are always so many ways, so many options, so many opportunities for you to make money passively. The question is, why are you not? So in the chat, I want to ask you, if you're not currently making passive income, can you tell me? Or let's make it a bit impersonal. Why do you think more people are not earning money while they sleep? Please tell me that. I want at least 3, 4, 5 good reasons. Think about it deeply. It can be your answer. It can be what you know to be the answer. But just tell me, why do you think people are not earning income passively? Lack of information, okay? Seriously, lack of information. Thank you. Believing in it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, Ikuba, you think people don't even believe in it? Is that what you mean? Like they don't even believe it's possible. Lack of right ideas that can sell because they don't know how to do it. The uncertainty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will tell you something, okay? Lazy to do the first leg work. Oh my goodness, you had to nail it. You said, let's call a spade, y'all. People they just be lazy. They just be lazy to do the first leg work. Thank you. Because people want to teach, are charging too much for the money to teach. Tolu, that is the worst mindset you can have. And I hope it's not you. I hope that's for somebody. Maybe it's your neighbor you're talking about. It must not be you. Nobody can charge you too much for anything. It's a case of affordability. You cannot afford it. So you need to grow. You need to increase your capacity. But guess what? There is always a level. There is always a grade. There is a book going for $10 out there for you to afford. There is always the version that you can afford of anything. Anything. So forget you. No, that cannot be it. The limiting mindset, like this one Tolu just shared here. When you think those who want to teach you are charging too much, people can charge whatever they want. You don't get to decide if it's too much or too little. No. That should be reframed to I cannot afford what they are charging. That's a you problem. It's not a them problem. It's a you problem. And the earlier you own your shit, the better for everybody in the game. You got to be the one to say, yes, this is a me problem. I deal with this. The business that made me 2 million naira in 2016, 16. At first, I asked the guy to teach me how to do the business. I say, hey, dude, this is your online data sharing business. Could you please teach me? And the guy flat out, he said, no. He said he was not going to teach me. And I said, why? He said, because I will become a competition to him. And I'm like, okay. I don't even know you. I'm in Lagos. You can be in anywhere. She said, well, the person who recommended me to him will start buying from me and not him anymore. I'm like, okay. So guess what? I went to Google. I went to go and find the answers to these questions. And guess what? Google had the answers. Unfortunately, Google forgot to teach me the business of the business. Google taught me the codes. It forgot to teach me the business. And so I began this business and I lost money within 3 months. I almost gave up, but I knew I had to recalibrate. So I went back to Google to look for a teacher who was willing to teach me. This teacher taught me for 30,000 naira. It was a lot of money then, but guess what? Within 6 months, I was doing over 300,000 naira in income from what he had charged me 30,000 naira to teach me. It was a great investment, if you ask me. And the returns since then till now, oh my goodness, it's been a lot. And it's because I dared to invest. In 2020, it was a low time for me in my business. And I met this couple coach, Josh and Jill Stanton. They charged me $2,000 for an online course for 2 weeks. online course and 2 weeks coaching. I did not have it at that time. That was ₦1 million. So I spoke with Jill, the woman, the wife, and she said to me, how about if you give you a 1-year plan? I said, give me anything, but I must get in. And she asked, do you have $200 right now? I said, yes, I do. I was in Nigeria, y'all. And she gave me the link. I ended up paying $2,400 because I was doing a payment plan. If I had done a one-time payment, it would have been 2,000. But I was doing payment plan, it was $2,400. But guess what, guys? I stand here in all honesty, implementing what they shared with me. Within a year, my business had moved from a $30,000 per annum business to over $100,000 in income in 1 year. My business broke the record of over 50 million naira in revenue in 1 year, implementing what I had learned from those coaches. So again, it is never about what anybody charges you. It's about what you do with what you have gotten from those people, the teachings that you get. So why are there not ambiguity of the current passive income system spoken about by influencers? Good. So, okay, good. Now I'm going to share with you 7 reasons I have seen that people is keeping them back from making passive income. And these, I can relate to some of this because, hey, they used to mess me up too. The first one is thinking passive income is 100% passive. No, it's not. Usually it's not, because it will need some time, some energy, some oversighting from you, some maintenance from you. So even though, yes, I have digital products I sell online, but guess what? I still have to run ads to the course. I still have to record the videos to promote the course myself. I still have to put money to the ads. On the average, I spend, worst case scenario, 300,000 naira on ads on a monthly basis. Worst case scenario. There's been months where I've spent 3 million on ads. Like right now, I'm shooting to get into at least 10 million naira per month on ads. But do you know why? Because I know that that is my own contribution to my passive income. The more leads I get, the more my conversion to those who can buy from me. Number 2 reason is chasing high returns without understanding the risk. This was me. In 2018, I fell into a deep mess where I had invested mine and other people's money to over 300 million naira in high risk investments. Yes, we were earning passive income, but it was the risk was not proportionate. It was not what I should have put in all my money into. Least of all, people's money, and then I foolishly guaranteed their investments, which I'm still suffering from for till date. Foolishly guaranteeing their investments. So you don't want to chase high returns without having a full understanding of the risks involved. So passive income is good, but you must know what are the risks, what are the worst case scenarios around this. I was doing some investments a week ago. I was investing in a life and health insurance, and I was asking, it had some investment part of it, annuity. I said, okay, so what if I've done all this savings, and what's the worst that can happen? Like, what's going to happen is that you still grow at S&P rate. Okay, S&P still gives like 7% per annum. Okay, that's one I can deal with. And to say, oh, I bought some crypto maybe 2 months ago for $4,000. Right now, I think it's about $2,000. It's crazy. And I wish I understood the risks Apparently, I bought that coin at the peak or one of the peaks in the past few years, and it's the likelihood of it going back to that level again is almost unlikely. I invested without clear understanding of the risks, and now I'm suffering so hard. In fact, I was almost going to set it off some days ago. Like, you know what? Let me just get this money off whatever is happening right now. Number 3 is not diversifying your income streams. So you have passive income coming from here to there, but you're keeping everything in one basket. That is dangerous. Okay. Number 4 is overestimating how fast it would work or how fast it works. You think, oh, in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months, in 6 months. No way. If I tell you I'm making $1, 2, 3K in passive income today, you should ask me how long I've been at the game. And this is officially like my 10th, 11th year in online business. This is, I mean, you should ask what gives me the edge. I won't just come here and throw numbers, because some of you can do way more than I'm doing, or some of you do way more, and some of you may do way less. It's about knowing where you are right now in your journey. Number 5 is not reinvesting intelligently. So I was just putting everything into the same basket, which leads to number 6 error, relying on just one platform. So for me, I put all my money into that crypto trading in 2018, right? And the guy foolishly took our money from crypto, put it in Forex. So it was even Forex that got us burnt, not crypto per se. He put all the money, was looking for quick cash, quick bucks, put it into Forex. And you know, Forex, once you lose it, that's the end of it. And that was it. I lost money, over 60 million naira of my own money, and over 200 million naira of people's money as well. Right? Number 7 is quitting too soon. So some of us, we start the process, and then we're like, no, I'm giving up on this. No, this one, I can't deal. I can't deal. And of course, there is the mistake of not starting now. We wait. Did you know that the difference between 1 year or 2 years of investing can be as high as half of the profits in 20, 30 years down the line, based on compound interest rates? As in, those who wait for the next 2, 3 years to do something, they can lose as much as half of their investment 30 years down the line, based on the compound interest they would have lost, or that they lost because they began late. It's all there. Right? And not starting now really speaks to, not having the right system around you. Let me tell you something. Only 16% of people, 16%. How many of us are in this room? There are 36 of us. 36 minus me, 36 of, okay, let me just say 35 minus the admin and everything, right? 16% who receive financial education actually change their financial behavior. So let's say 30 people here average times 16%. That means only 4 of you, 4.8, let's say 5 people from this class will go on and change their behavior after hearing me today. Only. Do you know that despite financial literacy, 60% of adults in the US, and I would say way more in other countries in Africa, for example, still live paycheck to paycheck? 60% still live paycheck to paycheck. So more than 50% of people say they know should be saving for emergencies. But guess what? Only half of those people have more than $1,000 or more saved in their accounts. This should tell you something. This should tell you something. This should tell you something. What does it tell you? What does it tell you, guys? Talk to me. Okay. You be saying, I'll be one of the five. That's good. Knowledge alone is not enough. Knowledge alone is not it. See, there is no point having this conversation. There is no point. 70% of people report that having a coach helps them make better money decisions. When you know that somebody will come for you, somebody will ask you to, okay, let's go through your bank statement from last month. Let's go through your savings goals. Let's go through your investment goals. Let's go through your receipts from Walmart. You go through how you spent that money. Let's go through your insurance policies. Let's see what you have with your taxes. When you owe someone an explanation, we tend to do better, right? We tend to do better. So even though you're getting educated, you don't want to be the person who has just the knowledge, but no execution, no impact in your life. And this is why I say the one missing piece, the largest, most responsible piece to your financial freedom, not independence, financial freedom, is having a financial coach. Somebody who takes it upon themselves to drive you to get to your peak. I've been watching the series of Michael Jordan, the GOAT of all times, like greatest. That guy was likened to God way more than anybody I've seen or I've heard of. Says he's always in the air. Oh God. And there was a time his coach, Phil, was leaving the team. The organization said that, okay, no, what team Phil has to go. And Jordan said, Coach Phil should go. I am leaving Chicago Bulls. Because Jordan could see that Phil creates an opportunity for him to win. An opportunity for him to be the god in the basketball courts. That's the value of having a coach. See, we all have blind spots because, hey, we don't know it all. But there are people, there are individuals who interact more with data, with expertise, with knowledge. It is what they do every day, all day. They know what it takes, what it requires, and they can help you. And don't say, oh no, I don't have the money to invest in a coach right now. The question should be, can you afford not to work with a coach right now? I don't want to talk about my finances with a stranger. Everybody you know today was once a stranger to you, including your parents. They were once you're like, what are these people? You at a point you had no idea. Your spouse was once a stranger to you. If you're a woman, you've had children, you know that sometimes the doctor who is immersing their hand, is he immersing or is choking their hand into your private parts to bring out a baby, was a stranger. It was a man who took delivery of my first son. I not seen him before then. I thought, oh, okay, he's here, he's an expert. Please get this baby out of me. Was a stranger. So what is wrong if the stranger is a caring, empathetic, knowledgeable person who really wants to see you win? What's wrong with you getting on board? And if you say, no, I know all these things, It's not all this aspect to perspire. It's not all these books are. If you know it so well, why are you not like? Why have you not fixed yourself by now? Why have you not fixed yourself by now? And if you say, "Oh, I don't have time right now," have you noticed how busier and busier your life gets every year? Every year you are busier than you were last year. And if you say, "Oh, I can't afford it," it's a mindset issue, because if something is important to you and it's urgent, you will find a way around it. And you can always ask for payment plans. You can always invest. You can always sell something off. You can always invest. You have to be your own first investor. If you're asking people to invest in you, we need to see how much you invest in yourself. You must be your own first believer. Say, "You know what? I know I deserve this. I know I can have this." So you really need to have an expert in your corner. When you do, you have it all figured out. I have a course that teaches individuals how to create digital products. How do you create and sell digital products? Interesting part is I even give people the master resale rights to the course. You buy the course from me, and then you can resell the course and keep 100% of the money, which means you buy it once, sell once, make your money back. Sell twice, you make profit. Sell 3 times, you make double. Sell 4 times, you make triple of what you spent. Do you see? And people still excuse themselves out of such opportunities. So essentially, you want to ask yourself, am I really being held back, or I'm just being lazy to do the work I need to do to get to my financial freedom? Am I the person holding myself back, or is there really anything holding me back? Am I the one? And trust me, 9 out of 10 times, we are the one holding ourselves back. Thank you so much for your time. It's been my honor, my pleasure. And I know some of you may want to say, "Hey, you want to talk to somebody." And I do not do free coaching calls, but because of Coach Mo, I opened up a few slots of my time. If you want to talk to me, especially if you are a high income earner, but you're not seeing your income. High income earner means you are earning 6 figures. Okay, 6 figures, that's your income. Month in, month out, year in, year out, you cannot say you are still in debt, you're living on credit, you don't have savings, you don't have emergency funds, you live paycheck to paycheck. I have a few slots, I think about 10 of them this week, for you to just book a call with me and we can talk. I hope it's okay if I share the link, Coach Mo. I can see your face. Okay, please do. All right then. Thank you very much. So here's the link for you to book a call. Please, it's not for you if you want to ask me what business you should start. You can get this kind of content on LinkedIn or on Facebook or on Google. Okay, this is for you that want to plan your money better. You want to work with a coach to help you plan your money better. You are making money. You're not broke. Well, you are broke even though you're making money, right? But you are making money. Money making is not your immediate problem. Managing what you are making is the immediate problem. And maybe next time when Coach Mo thinks that I've done a good job and wants to have me back, I would love to share 9 stages of financial freedom with you. and what you need to do at every stage. This is my proprietary framework on how you hit financial freedom. So there's the link on your screen, or I can also share the temiagbewa.com/FF-plan. That's financial freedom plan, right? It's a 30-minute conversation, and all you're doing is just run me through your numbers. Okay, and before you come, I always encourage you to come with the last 2 months of your bank statements. That way we can see what you have done, what you're doing with your money. How much do you make? Please, you must earn 6 figures for this to make sense for you and I. Okay, 6 figures in dollars means you are earning above 100K per annum, or 6 figure in naira means you are earning at least 150K per month in naira. Okay, maybe one day as soon I can come up and walk you through the 9 stages to financial freedom, where at first you start with let me stop sharing my screen. You start with where your income is less than your expenses. Then you grow on to having your income equal to your expenses, and then you have your income minus your expenses is equal to your another income. It's a cash flow, right? That comes then, of course, all the way, and what you need per stage, right? So I begin to at this stage. What is not coaching you even need at this stage. If your income is less than your expenses, at that stage you need to go and look for ways to make more money, right? But don't worry, that will be next time. I think my time is up right now. I'll put a link in the chat so that anybody who is interested can go ahead and book the call with me. Thank you so much. Let me use your language. I will now yield my mic back to you.
Thank you so much, Coach T. And before you go, I've got 2 questions I want to ask you, and then we'll allow the audience to ask 3 questions. So please, if you have any question you want to ask, can you drop it in the chat? I'll pick the first 3 that is there, but I've got 2 I want to ask you, Coach T. Thank you so much for the time. I'm taking notes here. Myself, even I've already scanned the QR code. It's not 30 minutes, so people, if you've not scanned it, for 5 minutes there. So before they go and change it at the back end of our company to 30 minutes, quickly book your 45 minutes. And normally that is what will cost hundreds of dollars. I'm very much aware of what it is the going hourly rate is. So being magnanimous to give us that, the first 10 people that booked that, thank you so much. Do appreciate that. So please, can we be grateful for that particular that Coach T has done for us? It's great. We don't take it for granted. So Coach T, the first question I want to ask is, okay, right now, I've listened to everything you've said and all of that. And I actually do agree with you that when coaches tell people that they need a coach, they think the coach is speaking from the coach's pockets, and because of what you would pay me is why you're saying that. So when I hear other coaches say that, it just reaffirms what I tell people that, look, myself, I have a coach. Like they normally say, even your boo gets boo. I'm sorry, I don't know how I
Yeah,
went
I have
there.
a
But
coach.
yeah, I have a coach. So because the problem usually is what you don't know. Something happened in the market today. I'll quickly paraphrase around it. The market has been down for a couple of days. And one of the reasons because of this tariff war that is going on between America and Europe and the rest of the world, and dollar being high and things like that, is what is actually majorly responsible for that. So that's what is happening. Now, yesterday, we noticed that somebody went and went to place an order and leveraged the order to 50x. That means they bought Bitcoin and they bought Ethereum. I think they bought combined, maybe they paid less than 5 million in both of them, and they did a 50x leverage. So that means, if they are right, they get 50 times the return. They did that. It was on Twitter. I saw it. I was like, this is not making sense. But for this person to bet this amount of money, to place an order and leverage bets of this amount of money, they know something. So I just kept quiet and I was watching the markets. Today, while we were in church, Donald Trump went live to say the United States of America is considering having a Bitcoin strategic reserve and mentioned XRP, Solana, and ADA. Now, if you check the market now, the market is recovered more than 35%. Some projects have done 70%. Bitcoin is recovered. This person that placed that bet walked away with a profit of something around 9.8 to $10 million. It was because they knew something. And most of the time, we are disadvantaged because we don't know. All we actually just need is somebody who is ahead of us, who actually, like you said, who lives in that ecosystem to point us. When it comes to one of the things she didn't tell you she does there is when it comes to real estate, she would tell you all the nooks and crannies and corner of everything that you need to know relating to that. So the question I'm going to ask you, coaches, now I've heard what you've said. I have one source of income. What is the next step do you think I need to take to make that multiple, at least before you make it multiple, to have an additional? And some people, I know anybody who is asking me, tell me what to go and do, then you're not ready, because we shouldn't be telling you what you should go and do. You should be able to know what is available and what option. But so what is the next step, Coach T?
For someone who has just one income stream right now,
Yeah.
what I would say is two things. Number one, leverage what you have right now, your existing expertise, knowledge, ecosystem, experience, all what you have. Look through all the opportunities. Which area of your life do you see yourself adding an extra income stream? Some people who have jobs, who are on good, high-paying jobs, you don't necessarily need to have a second business or a second job by having a business. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. And honestly, I think it's overrated sometimes, right? Not all of us need to have a business, right? It is hard. But if you have a job that pays you well, leverage that job, save money, and begin to invest. Worst case scenario, invest in mutual funds or S&P stocks, right? This way, minimum, worst case scenario, you are earning 7 to 15% on your money every year. Don't invest in crypto. Crypto is a high risk investment. What I tell my clients is when you are doing investment, pull your money into 3 categories. One should go for low risk. The second one should go to mid risk. The third should go to high risk. It is 1/3 of your money you should put into high risk, like stocks, like crypto. Do you know why it's that way? Because you can make 50% your money. You can also lose 50% of your money in 1 hour. In like a tick of an eye, the money is gone. So you play that high risk game for the long haul, for like the next 10 years, 20 years. Just buy a stake and just leave it. So it's not like it's your immediate strategy. No. So the money you have right now, put it together, save it gradually. See, the step here for you to move from this number 3 is known as selfishness, where you begin to say no to some unreasonable charity, like paying for your younger brother's master's program. You already pay for his full program, for his full undergrad. Why are you paying for his master's program? Let him work. Why are you paying for your sister's wedding? Why are you the one doing all that for them? You have to learn some form of selfishness. Why? You cannot help the poor by being one of them. You cannot help the poor by being one of them. You want to have money saved up and begin to put it aside into some things like your own life insurance that has investment attached to it. We have variable insurance that you can put your money aside every month for the next 2-3 years. In 3 years, the value will match up your sum assured, your face amount, and you can begin to borrow, take a loan against your own money. Then you begin to earn some money. So your current job is what you have in your hand. That can be a good source of extra income for you when you invest the cash. If you love to speak, why are you not honing your skill as a speaker and begin to get paid to speak? If you love to write, why not editing for a fee or write for a fee? I have 5 books published. I didn't write any of them. I send voice notes and materials to my ghostwriter. She writes them, right? And she gets paid. So you have skills for word. Now, you have this expertise in a body of knowledge. Create a digital product. Learn to market it. Put some advertising money budget behind it. Begin to sell your knowledge for an extra fee. So I always say, leverage what you have right now. Sometimes you have money, you don't have time. Leverage your money. Sometimes you don't have money, you have time. Leverage your time. So there's something you have now, but again, I say financial freedom or money has universal principles, but very customized applications. That's why I always say work with a coach who can see you, see your risk appetite. If you are risk averse, don't put money into any high risk investment unless you want to just put it there, and if it dies, you will not die. Or work with them to put your money. Even is real estate, you can do REITs, real estate investment trusts. You can buy REITs as cheap as $50. Invest in real estate trusts. REITs, just be paying, automate your REITs buying every month, $50, $20 every month. In a year, you can have as much as $1,000 in REIT stock, and you'll be earning dividends from that. So whatever it is you have, thank you, Alajimoke, you have cooking, you have love to do makeup, event planning, turn your passion to profit. So you have something in your hand already that can be converted. So back again to my original answer, leverage what you have right now. It may be the people, it may be the work, your job, it may be the talent you have, the gifts you have, the platforms you have. Leverage what you have existing with you right now. Thank you, Coach Mo.
Thank you so much. You've actually answered the next question I was going to ask, which is very, very important. So, do we have any questions at all? Do we have any questions at all? Because it seems Coach Temi has broken the table when it comes to what is your business doing, marriages for people and things like that. One thing we really need to understand there is if you are not a proper custodian of your money, the flow of income is never consistent. There are seasons when a lot of them come through. Whatever you do with it at that particular season will determine how you will survive the next season when you don't have that level of flow. It happens to institution, it happens to nation, it happens
Countries,
to organization,
individuals, yeah.
it is not because you have offended God, that is why it is happening to you. No, it is a rule
It's
and a
just a
law of
principle.
life. Life
Yes.
is cyclical. This
Yeah.
market is cyclical. The market is cyclical. There's a crash every mini crash every 10 years. There is a major crash every 20 years. So whatever, it doesn't matter how good you do things, sometimes things just don't go the way we want it. Things there are no questions from anybody at all, and we've got way beyond the 1 hour. We'll try to keep things fun for us. I would like to say, Coach T, do you have any final words before we let you go for today?
Yes, please. I think my final words will be to let somebody know that this is possible. Whenever I speak with women, I run this physical event here in Houston, monthly event. And one thing I get as feedback from most people is that there's a lot to do when it comes to financial literacy or freedom. There's a lot to do. I'm 40, I'm 50. Where do I start from? If you're someone who you think, oh, there's a lot to do, I want to let you know that financial skill is a skill none of us were born with, and it can be learned. I beg you, know that it can be learned. It starts from classes like this. Pick up a book, even if it takes you 1 year to read it. Listen to some money skills podcasts, every week, or as you're driving, coming back from work. Just try and begin to hone your skill, like speaking skill, like writing skills, like all the skills. You were not born with it. You can learn it. So just give yourself some grace. And the day you say you want to start, oh my goodness, that is the beginning of the rest of your life. The day you say, today, I will improve my relationship with money. I will begin to do things right. I will track my income. I will track my outflow. I will track my investment. I will track my net worth. Some of us don't even know how much we are worth. Some of us, we don't even want to confront our reality because you feel ashamed. How can I know so much or have so much money? Yes, I don't even know where it's going to. And so you just cover your face. You just put your head in the sand like an ostrich. I promise you, it is easier than you think. So please give yourself some grace. Allow yourself allow yourself the privilege to start again or to start small. Allow yourself the privilege to take baby steps, to work on your fundamentals, and very importantly, give yourself the permission to seek help. Give yourself the permission to seek help. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing broken about you. There is nothing bad about you just because you don't know how to handle your money. You just have a knowledge gap. Give yourself permission to seek help. And I promise you, coaches are well trained. We have the emotional and intellectual development to handle whatever it is you may think you're suffering from. I am a certified life coach. I'm a certified emotional intelligence coach, certified in anger management, cultural intelligence, right? Or with personal finance. I do understand human relations and managing emotions. And that is what is like minimally obtainable with most of us as coaches. So you are safe, you're in safe hands. Reach out to Coach Mo. Coach Mo, I want to take things seriously. These are my numbers right now. What can I do differently? And then, did you know that statistics shows that about 60% of people, they improve their credit score. Let me say credit ability, like their finances, by 30 to 60% within 6 months of working with a coach. Within 6 months, they are able to increase their credit worthiness. Within just 6 months, they are able to boost things. That's the power that coaching brings in. And I will not use just if I know a solution to a problem and I don't prefer it to you. That's not what I do as a believer. Jesus says it loud and clear. I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. Like, no cap. He will tell you, this is it. You want to go to the Father, you go through me. You want things to be better in your life, you get a coach. Look at the best champions, the world champions from any sports, any athletics, any football, basketball, tennis, golf. They have coaches. So why don't you? And yet you want to win? Okay. Trust yourself and trust yourself to reach out for help. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Temi. And since you've offered, we are gladly accepting your offer of bringing you back Please let me know in the chat if you want us to have another amazing session with Coach T. Please let me know. Just put one in the chat box if you would like us to have Coach T back as soon as possible. The number of ones I see is what is going to determine. Let me see the number of ones I see. If I don't see like 40, 50, 60 ones, for us to bring Coach T back. And one of the things there is, see, in life, there are three choices that leads to decision. The first one is decision to do. The second one is decision to not do. The third one is decision to not decide.
That's the
It is
worst.
also a decision.
That's the
See,
worst.
the first two, the consequences are predictable. When you do something, you face the consequences, you know how to fix it. When you don't do something, you face the consequences, you know how to deal with it. When you don't decide not to do, you cannot measure the consequences. Education is expensive, but you cannot place value on ignorance.
Try ignorance.
So, Coach T, there is
Thank
actually
you.
an event that is happening at the end of this month. I will speak to you to see how we can, it is actually celebrating International Women's Month. So we are not doing
Right.
it this coming week. We actually do, it's become an annual event. We did one last year. So we're doing
Okay.
another one this year. Things everybody wants you back. And personally, I would want you back as well. We will bring you back end of the month as part of the people within that. And see, when it
Gracias.
comes to women matter, you see when she's an advocate to make sure women are not left behind. So every
Yes.
woman here
Yes.
and we the men that support them.
Yeah.
Because when there's a woman event, me, I'm always like a little fly by the door. Okay, let me actually learn what you're learning. So we'll be bringing our back end of the
No,
month.
women
If we
will
can
make the
work something
world go
out.
round. When you empower a woman, you empower a nation. I have
Yeah.
I have a saying. I say empowered women raise empowered children who become empowered members of the society.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
agree,
I do
I
what I
agree,
do.
I agree with you. Women are so powerful. They are the only ones that have the power of incubation. Men
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Whatever you give to a woman,
yeah.
you get 10 of it.
It's interesting how I was watching, like I said, so I love to watch documentaries and history of great people and all of that, and I was watching how Michael Jordan said that his mother was responsible for his biggest deal, that he almost didn't want to go with Nike, but his
Yeah.
mother called him and said, give them a listen to what they had to say. He says, so he just flew down there reluctantly, but guess what? Biggest deal
Did
of
you
his
know
life.
the mom was the one who made the deal of the Nike Air Jordans, whereby he is the only person that has a royalty on every Air
Air
Jordan
Jordan.
trainers.
Wow.
It was the mom, and it was the take it or leave it deal for Nike. They said they've never done
Mm.
that deal before. The mom said, it's take it or leave it. You don't take that. And that is made into the one of the most right now. Is currently worth well over $5 billion. The reason is because he sold a stake in a particular basketball team,
Yeah.
shares
Yeah.
that made him alone 3.5 billion. That is excluding every other deal.
That thing.
He made more money outside when basketball than he was
Now
playing
when he was
basketball.
playing.
Imagine who coached into that. But today, we're running down
Yay!
today. We're gonna bring Coach T back.
Azina!
Hey, thank you so much, Coach T. We'll celebrate you.
Thank
Everyone, before
you.
we go, can we please appreciate Coach T for
Thank
everything
you.
she's given
Thank
to
you.
us?
Thank
She's
you. Thank
blessed
you.
us. We're truly grateful. Thank you very much for that. And ladies and
Thank you so
gentlemen,
much.
this is Power to Know again. We're going to see you end of the month. Stay tuned and God bless.
God bless.